Okay, so here are all of the parts and the gears that we're going to need to be able to do step 9. And you can see that we're going to need to build 2 of those because they're going to go on either side of the differential, build the tree with the small bevel gears. And from what I can see is we're going to start with this one here and we're going to build up. So we'll start at this end and work our way to the other side. So I'll pull these together, we'll grease all of these up and continue to build the differential. Okay, so first off, let's grease the top of here. Dum, 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 dum. We've got enough on there, and then we're going to place, and you'll notice, I don't know if you can see there, but there's one side that's sort of flat and one round. I like to put the flat end onto the top so that it's metal to metal is flat and the rounded is facing out. So what that will mean is, based on this diagram, we know that that part is going to go into the other side. Now it does show grease there, so I will stick some on the outside of that washer as well. And then we'll grab that part and put it in there. So that is now in the hole. So next thing is we need to work on this one here, which you can see they're saying you want to grease up the whole thing, which we will. So we'll grease it all up. It's a bit messy, this one. Kind of expecting it to be. And we'll grab one of the little bevel gears, put it in that way. Grab the other one, put it in that way. Grab the other one. Put it in that way as well. So that will be the completed 3 setup. It then shows it going into here, so you can see that it's going to sit on top like that. Now it showed greasing it, which you will, but what I find, it's way easier to put that in, then grease it, because you can turn the knob while you grease it with the end cap, or I should say with the nozzle part of the grease, and that way you know that you're getting everything in and it's going into everything. So same on this side. And again, I'm using older, well, it's not that old, I've only just been building a different vehicle, so it's okay to use existing grease that I've got. So you can see this is all gonna move around and spread around all of the gears. So that's great. So the next part is we're going to build another one of these again. So we'll just get some grease on the actual gear on this end. And then we're going to place that on top. There we go. Just like that. And then again, we'll grab this, whoops, and we're going to grease the top of this. grab the washer, figure out the side. Yes, that's the side I want down. So then that's going to look like that. And then we're going to grab this one, and this will fit over top, and you can see where the holes are. So we're going to fit that over top. So we've got, there we go, we're in the right. Wait a minute. On the right spot here. And just make sure that everything is lined up. And there is the spot right there. And so we'll be able to screw those in. So we'll do that now. So I've put the 2 screws in. I'm going to put this third and final one in. And I'm not over tightening. I just want to make sure that the screws go all the way down, which they do. So now I'm just going to give it one extra turn, make sure that they're in. Everything seems to be fine. So there we go. There is the differential made. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to step 10 and put that gear into the 2 side halves of the gearbox and screw the gearbox together. Okay, so to put this together, we're going to grab this gear, and it's going to go that side into that side. So that's on. And then this side is just going to attach just by pushing the 2 together. So now the gearbox is solid, and we've got the movement of the gears right there. So what we're going to need to do is take the 3 screws and screw them into place. So you can see that there's one at the very bottom here. So we'll stick that in. And I'll just start it off. And then on the other side, there's going to be the 2. So there's one down here. Well, funny thing, I made an adjustment to the camera so you could see this better, and then I didn't hit record. So I've actually screwed in the 3 screws. So there's one down hidden in there, and then the 2 on the end. So this gearbox is now completely finished, and I can hold one end and the differential works. So we know everything is working fine. And I do like to test it before going further, just in case I've over tightened or something and all of a sudden the differential doesn't work. But everything's working fine. So that is now finished. So we are going to now move on to step 11, which is the motor. So we'll get the pinion and everything all set, and we'll put that together.